Welcome to the Freedom Grant Guide for 2019-2020. We've made a few updates this year, so we hope these tips will help you as you apply for a Freedom Grant. The Freedom Grant is a $2,000 grant for Elks lodges to use for projects that serve veterans and active duty military members in need. This year, Freedom Grants will be awarded to 325 lodges that submit eligible applications. Freedom Grants will open on April 1st and will remain open until all grants have been awarded. Projects must be completed by March 31st, 2020. Freedom Grant projects must focus on one of these 5 areas of increased need: employment, homelessness and housing, military families, health, and educational support. These are the basic guidelines for all SIP grants, and they apply to Freedom Grants as well. Your project should fall into one of the IRS-defined charitable categories listed here. Remember, active involvement is a requirement for Freedom Grants. These are things that a grant may not be used for. Freedom Grants also may not be used for memorials or donations and should serve a group of veterans rather than an individual. Grant funds must focus on project essentials, with only up to $200 for expenses like advertisements, t-shirts, or non-essential merchandise. Once you're ready to fill out your grant application, use these tips to help make it stand out. First, there will be space for you to describe active elk involvement. Lack of involvement is one of the top reasons we ask for application revisions. For example, if your lodge will be participating in a local stand-down event, you could describe involvement by saying Elks will volunteer, but that does not tell us how many Elks will participate or what they will do. Instead, give us details. For example, 20 Elks will shop for supplies and put together hygiene kits. 15 Elks will distribute kits at the stand-down. 12 Elks will assist the partnering food bank with serving meals at the event. When you describe your project, tell us how you will complete your plan. This shows us that you are prepared and lets us know if we need to follow up with extra tips. If transportation is necessary for your event, will it be provided by the VA? Have you researched the cost of hiring a bus? Consider accessibility requirements. For a fishing trip, is the boat or dock equipped for wheelchair use? Will additional volunteers or hospital staff need to be present to assist? If you are working with another organization, let us know who they are and how you plan to share responsibilities. How are you identifying veterans in need? If you're making food baskets for families in need, let us know that you're in contact with specific families or are working with an organization that will connect you. Privacy rules can be an obstacle for some projects, so it's important to plan ahead. A common question we receive is, what do you mean by a veteran in need? Freedom Grants are intended to serve veterans in need, but this may mean something different for each lodge's community. To determine this, find out who the veterans and military members in your area are. For example, if there are veterans living in nursing homes or hospitals, they may need basic supplies or more opportunities to go out. Military families may need a hand with back-to-school shopping for their kids. Veterans experiencing homelessness may need survival gear and food. If you aren't sure what the greatest needs in your area are, do some research by contacting the VA or a family readiness group at a military base. Or ask veterans in your community how Elks can serve them better. Your application should describe the need you are targeting and how your project addresses this need. It is up to you to tell us how your ideas will accomplish this goal. An application budget without enough detail is another common reason we return applications for revision. We need to know how your lodge will spend the grant. In this example, a lodge can show their budget for assembling survival packs for veterans in 2 different ways. On the left, we have a vague budget. This budget only includes a few expenses. Multiple items are combined onto one line. One line only says miscellaneous. You should never include vague words like miscellaneous or just supplies without a description, because this indicates to us that your lodge is not prepared. On the right, there's a specific budget. It is more descriptive, there are multiple lines, and the budget indicates that the narrative will be used for further explanation of the expenses. You need to have more than 1 or 2 lines on your budget. If we receive a 2-line budget, we will have questions about your project, and you will have to resubmit your application with more detail. What to expect when you apply. Applications open on April 1st this year. Apply early because we expect all grants to be awarded by the end of August. Applications will remain open until we receive 325 qualifying applications. Don't skip the details. This could set you back if you are required to add information to the application. We will send a follow-up email for applications that are too brief or incomplete. Your lodge may be asked to adjust your plan to meet grant guidelines. We want to work with you to help you make your project a success. For more information, visit the Freedom Grant page on the Elks website. Don't miss the video about how one lodge used their Freedom Grant last year. The video includes a guest appearance by this service dog in the kayak below. If you have any questions about the Freedom Grant or application process, please contact the ENVSC office by email at vets@elks.org or by phone at 773-755-4736. Good luck with your grant applications, and thank you for watching.